None of us are perfect. We all experience moments where we fall short of our own ideals. However, there's a distinction between someone who has flaws but genuinely strives to do their best, and someone who is persistently harmful. It's a harsh reality that certain people in this world only wish misfortune upon those around them. These individuals will continuously cause harm, not just to you, but to anyone they can. At times, this behavior stems from past traumas in their own lives. In other cases, it may be linked to personality disorders. But regardless of the reason, these are the kinds of people you must learn to avoid. Fortunately, if you know what to look for, there are 5 clear warning signs that indicate when someone has no positive impact on your life. Through the lens of Stoic philosophy, recognizing these signs can help you not only acknowledge and accept your own flaws, but also sharpen the way you observe and understand those around you. The goal isn't to create a divide, but to develop a deeper comprehension of the world, allowing us to build a more balanced and fulfilling life. In today's video, we'll take a journey through the 5 signs that reveal when you're dealing with a malicious person, all through the perspective of Stoic wisdom. This way, none of us have to navigate the darkness without the guiding light of truth and knowledge. Number 1. The urge to control. Humans are always in pursuit of power. The desire to control and dominate may very well be an inherent part of human nature, the urge to take charge, to be in command. However, when viewed through the lens of Stoic philosophy, we arrive at a different conclusion. True control is not about imposing one's will on others, but rather about mastering oneself, one's emotions, one's reactions to the world. At its core, control is not an exertion of power over others, but an expression of inner strength. Stoic philosophy teaches that true strength comes from understanding and accepting that the only thing we genuinely control is ourselves, our perceptions of events and our reactions to them. Everything else, from the actions of others to the unpredictability of life, remains outside our grasp. In relationships, control often disguises itself as care or love. A person may believe they are acting in the best interest of their partner when they try to guide or protect them. However, this is a fundamental misunderstanding of love and care. According to Stoic thought, each individual is the master of their own fate. Controlling behavior can take many forms, from unjustified jealousy to imposing unfair restrictions or demands that limit personal freedom. These actions do not stem from genuine love, but rather from insecurity, fear, and selfishness, along with a failure to understand the true essence of love and freedom. Beyond that, control breeds division and suffering. It erects an invisible barrier between individuals, eroding trust and weakening emotional bonds. The damage is not merely emotional, it also affects self-esteem and personal growth on both sides. To combat the urge to control, Stoic philosophy encourages us to cultivate understanding and acceptance. We must recognize that each person has the right to their own freedom and self-governance, while focusing on mastering our own emotions and actions, paving the way for a freer and more meaningful life. Jack and Julia exemplify this struggle. Their relationship began with deep trust and affection, but as time passed, Jack developed a growing fear of losing Julia. In an attempt to protect her from perceived threats, he became increasingly controlling. He discouraged her from maintaining certain friendships, claiming they were a bad influence. He voiced concerns over her clothing choices, insisting that he only wanted her to be respected. Yet his actions were not born out of love, but out of fear and a desperate need for control. Julia initially tried to be understanding, even adjusting her behavior to appease him. However, control and suspicion only grew stronger with time. She began to feel as though she were losing herself, her freedom, her individuality. This led to frequent arguments where Julia felt suffocated while Jack grew more desperate, clinging to what he feared losing the most. Over time, their relationship became strained and filled with tension. Jack's controlling nature was not only a reflection of his own insecurities, but also the primary source of suffering, not just for Julia, but for himself as well. Realizing she could no longer live under such constraints, Julia made the difficult decision to reclaim her freedom and self-respect. What once had been a relationship built on love and trust became a painful lesson in the importance of respect and personal freedom. As Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "Can you no longer see a road to freedom? It lies before you. You need only turn over your wrists." Through this, he emphasized that we always have the choice in how we accept and respond to life's challenges. Are you attempting to control the uncontrollable, or are you embracing and respecting both your own and others' freedom? Stoic philosophy is more than just guidance on how to live. It is a reminder of our inner strength and resilience in the face of life's challenges. In the next section, we will explore how to apply these lessons in a way that fosters inner peace, strength, and the pursuit of becoming the best version of ourselves. Number 2. The Mask of Charm. Imagine yourself navigating the vast maze of relationships and encounters when, suddenly, you find yourself stepping into what feels like a magical world. A single glance is enough to set your heart racing as someone unexpectedly captivates you with their irresistible charm and magnetic allure. This isn't just a fleeting attraction, it's something deeply ingrained within us, an instinctual pull toward connection, acceptance, and love. Yet when viewed through the lens of Stoic philosophy, another picture gradually emerges, one where autonomy and wisdom serve as the keys to unveiling the truth. Beyond the dazzling exterior, we begin to see the hidden nature of those who once enchanted us. The mask of charm is more than just an attractive facade. It is often a calculated tool used to captivate and, at times, manipulate. Such individuals frequently present themselves as kind, considerate, and always willing to help. However, behind their seemingly selfless actions, there may lie hidden motives, even malice. Stoic philosophy teaches the value of careful observation and introspection, not just of the external world, but also of ourselves. When confronted with someone captivating, Stoicism urges us to question the true intent behind their behavior. Do they genuinely care for your well-being, or is their kindness merely a means to an end? There is a critical distinction between authentic charm and deceptive charm, one that lies in both intent and consequence. A truly kind and compassionate person does not use their goodness as a tool for personal gain. In contrast, those who wield charm as a weapon often care only about what they stand to benefit. Stoicism underscores the importance of trusting our instincts and recognizing red flags. Over time, the mask of charm may begin to slip, exposing an individual's true intentions. This is why we must remain vigilant, ensuring we are not misled by empty promises or dazzling appearances. Take, for example, Mark, a successful businessman with a polished appearance and impeccable manners. With a warm smile and carefully chosen words, he readily shares his experiences and eagerly offers to help his colleagues. However, beneath this perfect exterior, another reality begins to unfold. As time passes, some of his co-workers start noticing a troubling pattern. Mark's generosity always seems to come with strings attached. On one occasion, he assisted a colleague with a difficult project, only to later hint that they now owed him a favor. Another time, he volunteered to lead a new team, but instead of uplifting the group, he used its success as leverage to advance his own career. These weren't random acts of kindness. They were carefully orchestrated steps in constructing a web of indebtedness, allowing Mark to steadily climb the corporate ladder. Slowly, those around him began to feel uneasy, realizing that his charming demeanor was not an expression of genuine goodwill, but rather a carefully worn mask designed to manipulate and extract value from his relationships. Charm, whether authentic or deceptive, is an inevitable part of human interaction. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of awareness and self-governance. This knowledge not only helps us protect ourselves from negative influences, but also fosters personal growth and a deeper understanding of those around us. Now we turn the question to you. Have you ever encountered someone who used charm as a tool for personal gain? How can we sharpen our ability to distinguish between sincere charisma and calculated deception, particularly in today's workplace? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We value your perspective. In life, we inevitably cross paths with individuals who seem untouched by kindness or empathy, people whose actions and intentions are clouded in darkness. Recognizing and shielding ourselves from their influence is not just a skill, but a vital form of self-defense. But how can we accurately identify these signs? Can we train ourselves to perceive and confront these realities with calmness and resilience? Let's move forward to explore another crucial warning sign that reveals when you are dealing with a malicious individual and find the guidance we need to avoid falling into deception. Number 3, the absence of empathy. Imagine a workplace where an unsympathetic and detached CEO shows no concern for an employee facing a personal crisis. The employee has informed the CEO that he is caring for a seriously ill family member, yet the CEO still demands overtime and refuses to grant any leave, justifying it with the belief that work must always come first. This decision not only reveals a lack of empathy and understanding, but also highlights a complete disregard for the value of human relationships and individual well-being. Rather than prioritizing the employee's health and personal circumstances, the CEO remains focused solely on short-term business gains, neglecting the fundamental needs and humanity of his workforce. This kind of behavior doesn't just demoralize employees, it also erodes trust and weakens the foundation of the employer-employee relationship. In such situations, the balance between reason and emotion becomes more critical than ever. Stoic philosophy offers us valuable tools to navigate these challenges with wisdom and clarity. One of the most significant struggles we face in both professional and personal relationships is dealing with individuals who lack empathy. Not only does this test our patience and resilience, but it also forces us to reflect on how we choose to uphold our integrity and moral values in difficult circumstances. The absence of empathy is evident in both words and actions, yet its deeper impact is far-reaching and long-lasting. It inflicts pain and stress on those directly affected while fostering a toxic environment where trust and cooperation deteriorate. Over time, this leads to lower morale, reduced productivity, and stifled creativity. Even if one tries to ignore or endure the lack of compassion, its effects persist, quietly but destructively shaping the overall atmosphere. In any given situation, the most crucial element within our control is our reaction. When confronted with a lack of empathy, strive to assess the situation objectively and avoid being consumed by negativity. Practice compassion, not just toward others, but also toward yourself. Recognizing that everyone is fighting their own battles can help us see that empathy is the bridge to overcoming division and suffering. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once stated, "It is not what you endure that matters, but how you endure it." This wisdom reminds us that, no matter the challenges we face, we always have the power to choose how we respond. By doing so, we not only navigate adversity with strength, but also become a source of resilience and encouragement for those around us. In life, encountering people who lack compassion is inevitable. However, by embracing the principles of Stoicism, we can learn to approach these situations with awareness, patience, and kindness. This practice not only safeguards our own moral integrity, but also contributes to a world where empathy and understanding are nurtured and valued. So, when faced with individuals who show little to no compassion, ask yourself, how can we actively cultivate empathy, not just for others, but for ourselves as well? In what moments do we struggle most to remain compassionate? And what strategies can help us overcome these challenges? If you found value in this message, we encourage you to support us by liking and sharing this video with your friends. Together, we can build a stronger, more positive community. Number 4. The web of lies. Has your heart ever tightened in response to the actions of those with harmful intentions? These individuals wield deception as a dangerous tool, using lies to manipulate and control others without remorse for the damage they cause. To them, dishonesty is more than just a habit. It becomes a weapon, a means of hiding the truth while subtly bending reality to serve their own ends. Pathological lying is often marked by compulsive and unnecessary falsehoods, typically driven by a hidden agenda, whether it be gaining power, exerting control, or evading accountability. Some key signs of this behavior include constantly shifting stories, glaring inconsistencies in their narratives, and exaggerated reactions when confronted with the truth. In professional settings, the consequences of deception can be particularly severe. Lies do more than just create misunderstandings. They breed toxicity, erode trust among colleagues, and ultimately weaken both productivity and morale. When a workplace becomes tainted by dishonesty, collaboration suffers, and the very foundation of teamwork begins to crumble. Stoic philosophy provides a practical and composed approach to dealing with habitual liars. It teaches us to remain level-headed, ensuring that our emotions do not cloud our judgment or responses. Rather than allowing deception to dictate our actions or shake our confidence, Stoicism emphasizes maintaining autonomy, choosing how we react rather than being swayed by another's dishonesty. Consider the case of Anna, a dedicated accountant who starts noticing inconsistencies in the financial reports submitted by her colleague Tom. Aspiring for a managerial promotion, Tom fabricates achievements in his project reports, embellishing details in every meeting to paint himself as an exceptional performer. Though initially taken aback by his blatant dishonesty, Anna refuses to let her emotions dictate her response. Instead of reacting impulsively, she carefully documents every discrepancy she uncovers, compiling solid evidence of the inaccuracies in Tom's reports. Once she has gathered enough proof, she arranges a private meeting with her manager, presenting her findings objectively without allowing anger or frustration to cloud her professionalism. After reviewing Anna's evidence, the manager initiates a full-scale review of all project reports, re-evaluating the company's employee performance assessment process. As a result, not only is Tom exposed, but the entire workplace gains a renewed understanding of the value of integrity and transparency. Thanks to Anna's composed and strategic approach, the organization learns an important lesson about the power of truth. Throughout our journey in navigating the web of lies, we've seen how Stoic philosophy empowers us with wisdom and clarity, equipping us to handle deceitful individuals without being consumed by their negativity. Even when faced with difficult challenges, we must remember that we always have the ability to stand firm, to rise above, and to persevere. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." His words remind us that true strength lies in staying grounded in truth, rather than succumbing to deception or compromise. So let us move forward with courage and wisdom, fostering a world where honesty and respect are not just ideals, but principles we uphold in our daily lives. Together, we can contribute to building a society where integrity prevails and truth is valued above all else. Number 5. Mastery of manipulation. In the intricate web of human relationships, the art of domination often hides in plain sight, masked by charm and outward perfection. However, as Stoic philosophy teaches, the soul must remain ever vigilant, prepared to confront harsh realities. Deception knows no bounds, and the thirst for control can drive individuals to weave elaborate schemes designed to manipulate and subjugate others. At its core, manipulation stems from an insatiable desire for power. Those who seek to dominate others do so by subtly influencing their thoughts, emotions, and decisions, like master puppeteers pulling invisible strings. To avoid falling prey to such deception, one must sharpen the mind and cultivate deep self-awareness. There are always signs, whispers of intuition, subtle warnings from within. Deceivers often use flattery to disarm their targets or feign empathy to lower their defenses. Yet beneath the surface, their actions are anything but sincere. Behind their kind words lies a calculated agenda, a psychological game of control and betrayal. Falling into the trap of manipulation can turn one's life upside down, leaving deep emotional scars. When the web of deceit finally unravels, victims often feel trapped, struggling with a loss of autonomy, self-worth, and trust. The psychological toll can fracture relationships, shatter confidence, and leave lasting wounds. But in the face of deception, Stoic philosophy offers strength and clarity. By cultivating self-awareness and practicing mindfulness, we can build resilience against the allure of deceit. The Stoics remind us that virtue and inner courage are our greatest shields. Our ability to remain steadfast and rational in the face of manipulation is what sets us free. Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." It is through life's hardships that our patience and wisdom are truly tested. Rather than allowing manipulation to dictate our choices, we must pause and reflect. What fears and vulnerabilities do deceivers seek to exploit within us? How can we develop discernment and patience to recognize their tactics? What role do our own judgments play in how we perceive deception? In a world where deceit is ever present, ethics serve as our guiding torch, illuminating the path to self-mastery. By embracing Stoic teachings, we can navigate the turbulent waters of manipulation with wisdom and courage, choosing rationality over impulse, truth over illusion. As Epictetus wisely said, "It is not events that disturb people, but their judgments concerning them." This is our power, the ability to control our perceptions, resist deception, and uphold the virtues that lead to true freedom and inner peace. We all encounter challenges and individuals who may not have our best interests at heart. But through the Stoic lens, recognizing these signs is not just an act of self-protection, it is an invitation to deeper self-discovery. Next, we will open a door to the soul, journeying beyond the surface to uncover the truth about human nature and the essence of evil. Instead of merely identifying external threats, we will turn inward, asking the profound questions. Who are we, truly? What does it mean to be human? How do we distinguish between light and darkness within ourselves? By seeking these answers, we embark on a path toward a more authentic, self-aware, and meaningful life. Conclusion. Life is filled with challenges, and navigating them wisely requires awareness and resilience. Recognizing and distancing ourselves from malevolent individuals is a crucial skill, one that Stoic philosophy has taught us well. Through this video, we hope you've gained valuable insights into the warning signs of deception and manipulation, empowering you to protect yourself and cultivate inner strength. But awareness alone is not enough. It's about taking action. Have you ever encountered these signs? How have you protected yourself from such dangers? Share your experiences in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found this video helpful and meaningful, don't hesitate to like and share it to help spread this message to others. To continue receiving valuable content on Stoic wisdom and personal growth, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thank you for spending your time with us and reflecting on these profound teachings. Remember, in a world full of challenges, true power lies in mastering our reactions and choosing the path of virtue and wisdom. Keep watching the next videos displayed at the end of today's episode and continue your journey toward inner strength and peace with Stoic principles. Goodbye and see you in the next video.